Hello Capricorn, welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the rest of March through April 2023 or the next 30 days. These are your money and career messages. Any love messages or spirit messages that want to come through as well are welcome. All right, you got balance. This is from the Wisdom of Tao. Create a balance between you and what you desire and what you can accomplish. Create a balance between what you desire and what you can accomplish. Abandon prejudice and ego to see other perspectives of your situation. Find harmony in things material and spiritual. Be at peace with the world as it is now. It can be a blessing in disguise. Capricorn, I think I feel like you got this before about being happy with the way things are right now. If you did get this recently, and I used this deck before or said this before, I do shuffle really well, and I just present to you what comes to me. So everything is fine the way it is now. Certain things that you wish to change really, really bad that haven't yet changed are a blessing in disguise. So maybe something's not quite the right timing, or there's someone you're meant to meet in business or otherwise that you haven't crossed paths with yet, and that's okay, because when the time is right, you will. There might be a special job for you. You're wondering, why there's not a job opening, or why there's an opportunity and what you really want to do. And maybe you're being blocked from that because there's something better which comes your way. I think for some of you, this has already happened. For others of you, I feel like it's itching to happen. It's going to happen. It's just important that for the time being, to be okay. You don't have to be okay with every little thing, but there are certain things, if you think about it, you might find it's okay for now. Okay, this is the Energy and Spirit Oracle for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So check your other signs too. We have Divine Presence and 44. If you like numerology, look up 44. We have the Force of Love and Creation. Okay, and we have Archangel Raziel and number 10, Wisdom, Inspiration, and Akashic Records. Okay. Sorry, I'm pausing. I hear something out there. I think it's one of my cats playing, so please forgive me for that pause. I just wanted to make sure they weren't getting into something. Okay, Archangel Zadkiel and 21, which breaks down to 3. Self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. Very nice. All right, so let's clarify here with some tarot. Then we'll go into some tea leaf, and we'll end with the Money and Career Oracle. All right, so we're clarifying Divine Presence, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Zadkiel. Okay, so Divine Presence, the forces of love and creation, is being clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. You are creating what you need. You are creating what you want. This is going to carry you forward. You have everything that you need right now, but you're building your foundation. There's going to be more. You don't have to worry about lack, or you're not going to. Whatever you're doing now will increase. It's just that it's important to put forth the effort and work from a place of love. Work creating what you like, what you want in your life. Work from a place of love, of self-love. Okay. Wisdom, Inspiration, Akashic Records. Let's shuffle a little bit more here. All right. I'm starting to fumble with these cards, so I think it's time to cut. Okay. Okay, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. All right, Capricorn, I feel like deep down, you're coming into your own. You know that you are. You know that you're getting there. This is about financial security. For some, it could be about financial independence. These vines all around her with these pentacles, it's like she's being surrounded by money. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. The message is that there's financial stability coming your way, and this is about enjoying the fruits of your labor. I feel like deep down, you know you're on the right path. Let me show you this card. Wisdom, Inspiration, and Akashic Records. So I feel like on a soul level, you know you're on the right path with a specific thing, okay? It might not be the path you're meant to be on forever, but for the time being, I feel like you know this. And it's something that's leading to monetary gain. And there's a lot of peace here. Like both figures on this card are very peaceful. In the Nine of Pentacles, she looks kind of coy at the same time. She's like, okay, I'm fine now. I may not have been fine before, but I know I'm fine now. And I'm just going to take a moment by myself and be good. Like be in a place of good. Like everything's good now. Okay, so for some of you Capricorns listening, I feel like things were chaotic for a while. And you found a way to straighten things out in your life. And you're in a way better place. You've elevated. So you've gone from like, you know, being worried that there's going to be lack even though you have everything you need, to appreciating what you do have and, you know, working from your heart, finding something else, embracing healthy connections in your life, which also help open us up to better things in general, you know, when we work from a place of love and only allow love in, you know, like when, I don't mean everybody has to be in love with you. I'm not saying that. It's just, you know, only allowing the kindness in. And that's leading you to success. So I feel like this is a very successful time. Choosing balance between what you desire and what you can accomplish. Sorry about any noise in the background. Kitties are wanting to come in and the door's closed and they don't particularly like that. Sometimes they're in. Actually, I have one cat in here with me, but he's sleeping. The others were in a very zany mood, and I didn't want them in here around candles. All right, so we have self-acceptance and compassion. Oh my gosh. So Virgo just got this card in this exact same spot right here. Okay, so I strongly suggest you also listen to the Virgo reading. I shuffle a lot. You can't make this stuff up. I don't know how this happened. So self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness, and the Two of Cups. So it might be time for you to have a heart-to-heart with a loved one. Okay, I feel like this is in love or friendship or something like that. If this is in the workplace, if there's been a rift between you and someone in the workplace, it's time to talk. But I'm feeling more strongly in this reading. It could be someone you're already married to, or you're in a relationship that's like a marriage, and you've kind of drifted apart or maybe had a disagreement about something silly. Maybe you both were very tired from work and some silly argument got triggered. And it wouldn't have happened if you both weren't so exhausted. I feel like both of you don't feel appreciated by the other person. And it's like you're on different sides when you're really on the same side. You're on the same side, but you don't feel like you are. So it's really time to come together and time to come to a place of self-acceptance and some compassion for yourself, but also the other person. And that's where the forgiveness comes in. The forgiveness does not mean you're excusing certain behaviors or anything like that, but it's about, you know, loving this person, loving your relationship, and wanting to put forth the effort to talk about it, to, you know, reconnect. And I think that Spirit wants this to happen, which is what I also said for Virgo. Okay, Capricorn? So take what resonates with you. Of course, this isn't for everyone. Self-acceptance is a big part of this too, because I feel like someone is not realizing they're not feeling good with themselves, and that's why they're arguing with a partner. Okay, it's kind of stemming from how you feel toward yourself. It's like you want the other person to be seeing things in a certain way or behaving in a certain way, but you're not being nice to yourself, but you want them to. Okay, so these are just some enlightening moments that happen, and I hope it's happening here for you and this other person. Okay, so let's get another row of clarifiers. Okay, the force of love and creation with the Four of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. So you have a lot of Pentacle cards so far, which is strong earth energy. So, you know, you might be really coming together with someone having to do with money. I'm thinking about more like in a love relationship. Maybe you had a disagreement about finances or about, I feel like it's more about what you want to spend money on. Like one person wants a big house and one person wants a modest house, that kind of thing. And you're like in disagreement about what you want to spend your money on. But it's not like you're trying to deprive the other person of anything, which is the good part. It's important to realize that you have what you need. You have the security and the stability that you need. For those of you in business, I feel like you are adding something to what you do, whether you work for a company or have your own business. I feel like you're adding something to it. You might be learning something that is going to elevate your income. Okay, so that's for some of you, not all of you. I feel like you're creating something of your own where you can make money, because we have the force of love and creation here, and we also have divine presence. So I feel like you're being divinely guided when it comes to money matters and also a personal relationship. Okay, let's get some more clarifiers here. Wisdom, inspiration, Akashic records is being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So this is about communication, very strong and swift communication. And I feel like a lot of good news and revelations come with this. I feel like this has to do with a peaceful communication with another person or a group. It could have to do with, getting a lot of job offers. So maybe you've applied for jobs and you're getting more than one offer, and employers are wanting to hear from you. They're very interested in you, Capricorn, but you have to decide what's best for you. And I feel like for some of you, what's best for you is the one where you have a little bit more solitary work. So you might be working with others, but you do something creative, which would require some work by yourself. But you wouldn't always be by yourself, because I feel like you'd be doing a part of something. But your part is very creative. And a lot of us tarot people talk about creativity, right? I think a lot of people drawn to these readings are creative. Even if you work, for a big corporation, there's probably something about you that, is creative, and you need to express that. So that's where balance comes in. If you, work in a job where, you really don't use, like, say you have artistic talents that you don't use at work, it's important to do something with that when you're not at work, okay? I'm picturing someone like driving to an art class after work or something like that. Just make sure you, implement that in your life, because it's part of who you are. So if this is you, if there's that artistic side of you, it's important not to neglect it, because then it kind of like creates a void in us. Self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness with the Two of Cups is being clarified by the Nine of Swords. This makes a lot of sense to me, because I feel like I said, this disagreement is not as big as it feels. Did I say that to you, Capricorn? Because I think I said it to Virgo. I might be getting these messages, not crossed, but I don't know if I'm repeating it or not, this part of the message in this reading. So if this has to do with a romantic partner, someone you're committed to, I feel like you or both of you have been really worried that something is very wrong. You're not getting along, you're arguing, and then you feel really bad about it. And that's what makes it feel a lot bigger than it is. But don't let it get that big, because you can work this out, okay? Maybe you're both tired after a long day and you're just cranky, and then start bickering about something that's really not that big of a deal, or it shouldn't be. So don't let it escalate to that. Don't let it cause sleepless nights. Talk to this person, okay? If you can, talk when you're well rested. But even if you can't, do something that clears your head. If you have to remove yourself for a few minutes to go take a shower, get changed, get something to eat, if you're not hungry, you're less likely to be cranky or something like that. And then talk to this person. I feel like this relationship can be redirected. And those things you're worrying about, they're not so bad. Just don't let it get there. Oh, look at this. We have the ring. A marriage will take place either in romance or business. Okay. Oh, I just got this message. Okay. I feel like someone is getting married, or they're talking about it, and somebody lives in the home from a previous marriage. And your new spouse or future new spouse does not want to live in the house that you lived in with your previous spouse. Okay? So that's a big deal. That's a valid reason to have some doubts, but it may or may not have to be such a big issue. One of you probably can come to understand how the other feels and come to some kind of agreement. But I know that's a big deal. There are many different ways to solve this, okay? I wouldn't know. I haven't been in the situation. You could remodel the house. The one person who owns this house could say, okay, I understand, sweetheart. Let's find a new house somewhere else and start over. Or you might say, you or the other person might say, you know, I know your new life is with me, not this other person. If this house doesn't remind you of your previous marriage and it doesn't bother you to stay here, maybe I would be okay with that, as long as you would be okay with me redecorating or something like that. So I don't know. There might be something that you can agree on here. I feel like someone's been very stubborn about how they feel about this. They're like hanging on to this house. They're saying, but it's my house. It's my house. It has nothing to do with that other person. We're not married anymore. That person's no longer here. Okay? This does not have to break up your relationship. But only the two of you can find the answer to this. Wow, Capricorn. What the heck? That was huge. Okay, we have a month of the year. We have September, something big coming in September, or someone's birthday could be in September. We have broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. So this is for some of you, not all of you. It might be something you thought you wanted really, really bad, but it turns out another way. I feel like it will all be okay though. All right, let's get a couple more messages here. That's too many. Let's see, what else do we have for you, Capricorn? Whoa. Hang on. All right, so we got these two pop outs. We've got the Lily and Spiritual Love. Horse, a short journey. So some of you may be moving and it might not be far from where you live. This could have to do with work and all those work communications. And by the way, this could also be the arrows of love too. So love finding their mark. Okay. One more from here. We have Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. I love the sounds of that. So let's go over to the other half of the tea leaf cards and let's see what else we have. Clouds. Okay, very nice. Temporary problems. The clouds can clear, open up lines of communication. Love it. Okay. And we have Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Yep, but this is temporary. You can work this out. And we have the Dolphin. Oh, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Awesome. All right, let's go over to the Money and Career Oracle deck. I'm just going to give these another little shuffle. Everything's been pre-shuffled as always. Okay, what else for Capricorn? We have Control. Try to be a little more flexible and allow the universe to work its magic. Don't lose out on opportunities because it didn't come in the form you wanted it to. Wow, this is just really synchronous here. Sometimes blessings come in disguise. Stay open-minded to see the potential. And again, I'm going to strongly suggest you listen to the Virgo reading as well. And we have Patience. Okay, none of us or many of us don't like hearing that, but let's see what it has to say. Divine timing is at hand. Very nice. It will require having faith while you are shown the way. You may feel tired and out of balance. The universe is forcing you to rest and recover. Money may be slow in coming in, or you could be unsatisfied with your finances. So, yeah. So we had the Four of Pentacles before. So you might be feeling like, you know, you're holding on to what you have and you don't want to let go because you're afraid you won't have more. So maybe you're just unsatisfied with your current finances, but this is workable. And I feel like there's a new financial opportunity coming in for you. And we have Planner. Virgo got this too. So sorry, Capricorn, I keep talking about Virgo. This reading is for you, Capricorn. But I think you should listen to Virgo too. Because, you know, some of these messages are similar, and I think it might make more sense for some reason. So if you wish, okay, you don't have to have Virgo placements, or, you know, some people just simply don't know, you know, what their placements are. So whatever you think, if you feel drawn to it, let's go further here. Pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business or personal finances. Careers in event planning, project management, or professional organizer could be for you. This is a great time to take a financial inventory and see what needs changing. All right, very nice. So this might be something you need to do with your partner for some of you, like with your romantic partner. You might need to look at your household finances, or if someone's getting an education in the house or something like that, how you can work this out, which you can. We need to be careful about trying to, you know, be too in control of the situation. We need to listen to everyone else's side, and just remember, this is all about balance, creating a balance between what you desire and what you can actually accomplish, and then also a balance between what you desire and your partner. Okay, so I feel like this is all really workable for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.